Welcome back.
Hey.
Lame Dudes.
Episode 75.
That's right.
Wow.
Crazy.
75 episodes.
3/4 to 100.
We're very close.
I love how we start every pod by saying, like, we're surprised by how far we've gotten. Like,
How are we still doing
I can't
this?
believe we've
Holy
added
shit.
one to the last week's episode number. That's crazy. But honestly,
Weird how we're still
75
doing it.
episodes.
Absolutely mental.
That is, I guess, around 75 hours of us talking, which
Yeah.
is a
Plus.
horrifying amount of us.
Yeah, it really is.
I can't believe I had 75 hours worth of things to say. I probably didn't, to be
Yo,
honest.
we
that's
also have
2
like
work
23
weeks.
years of things you had to say.
What was it? What were you saying there?
That's
Zach?
like 2 work weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, of pure talking.
That's pretty
Straight into your guys'
Work
ears.
weeks of podcasting that we never got paid for. What if you got paid?
Dude, I'm still waiting for my check for all those weeks.
What if you
Yeah,
got
when's that
paid
getting
for
writ?
2 work weeks? That's like that's like 1 paycheck for me. You know, like that's like a good sizable amount of money.
That's like.
Stop bragging,
so you're
dude.
saying that for 2 weeks you get paid 1 paycheck? That's a really deep thought.
Yeah,
dude.
why aren't we making that off the pod?
Ooh.
That's what I'm getting at.
It's
here.
like when I get paid weekly, it's with a paycheck.
Where is my podcast money? Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan. Every night I stand in front of the mirror and I spin around and I say Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan. I spin
Yeah.
around.
In the mirror, yeah.
And everyone says you're supposed to say Bloody Mary, but I'm like, shut up. No, it's how you summon Joe Rogan, the sweaty Joe Rogan
Right, the
from
DMT Rogan.
Instagram. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
With the face.
I've been using my like masturbation totem constantly, right? Thinking about Joe Rogan and trying to channel the dark energy of podcasting. It's not getting me anywhere, dude.
I know, dude.
Although we recently
Very
hit we
unfruitful.
recently hit 41 subs. So shout out to those new
I
subs.
was about to say, shout out to
Yeah.
those subs.
So is that 2 subs? Because we were sitting at 39 for a
Yeah.
good minute,
we
right?
blew
Hit
right through
40.
40.
Huge,
Blew.
dude. Blowing
The
up.
world said the number 40, it's not real. And it skipped the number 40 and it gave us 41 subs.
Straight
Very
past.
much so.
So shout out to the new
Yeah, yeah.
listeners.
Appreciate that.
Super Pog.
You guys want to break down what we're sipping on real quick at the beginning here?
Skirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Knob Creek twice barreled oak finish rye. Some shit like
With
that.
a single cube of ice to cool it down a little
Yeah,
bit.
we're cooling it off. You know,
The excuse is you're cooling it down, but in reality you're watering it down slowly.
Yes.
And it makes it a lot more drinkable.
Exactly what you're doing. But it is pretty tasty. It goes down smooth.
Here's the best review I can give it. I drink it and I don't shudder after every
Yeah.
sip.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is amazing
And there's
because
some good
Jackson
flavors
has a
in there.
lot of trouble with whiskey.
Back in the college days, I used to have trouble.
Yeah,
I still drink it, but it would hurt.
You're like, ooh.
Bourbon's consistently been my favorite liquor for many, many years.
Yeah.
Like the brown liquor.
I don't
And,
know how you got into it so young, dude. Your dad must have been feeding you it from a young age or something.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, this tastes just like Dad's special juice.
I just got it earlier. You know what I mean? Like it just like, I don't know. I feel like when you I don't know. You guys notice this when you first start drinking. You're just like, this all is disgusting, and I'm just doing it to get
Yeah.
drunk or
Yeah,
whatever.
of course.
Still working on that level.
I got something
But,
to say
like-
on that in a sec.
Yeah, but you guys both probably with beers, you know, like what beers you enjoy, and you can like,
Yeah.
you can just have a beer and be like, wow, this was nice. Like,
Sure.
this is good, and like, it took you a while to like get beer. You know what I mean? And now you like,
Yeah, it's
you
an
get it.
acquired taste, basically.
Yeah, you have things that like about it that you like, and you're like, oh, like yeah, I'll have a beer.
Mostly the drunk part.
You're like, I don't need
Yeah.
to get drunk. I can just have a beer.
I'll have a
Like,
beer with
there's just
dinner.
parts of beer that I like.
I'm still not at that point. Like if I'm not like looking to be even a little bit buzzed, I'll never crack a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Never just for like the drink or the taste.
Yeah.
I've started buying beer.
That's what I was
on my
about to
own.
mention. Is I feel like Hunty, until not that recently, you were like not the biggest beer fan, but now I notice
True.
you're sipping beer all the time.
I do
Beer
buy
boy.
it a lot more often. I mean, I don't think I'm not on Zach's level as far as how much I buy it because it's
I don't buy beer that much right now.
you definitely always have more than me.
Dude, our fridge is always like stocked with like 4 kinds of beer.
I know.
That's not me though. I don't know. Usually,
ain't
me
me,
and
though.
Luke both have 2 different kinds.
Yeah.
Regardless, but yeah, no, I mean, I fuck with it now and again.
I've been chilling out on over the summer. I bought so much beer, and
Yeah.
I just like, you realize how much money you spend on it, and also like the
It's
fact that
expensive, yeah.
like you're just destroying your body drinking it, and like it is really good, and you still enjoy it as much as you're drinking at that volume. But if you drink it less and only drink it every once in a while, you enjoy it even more.
I just think about how bloated I'm getting. Yeah, which is why I slowed down on.
Yeah,
buy it.
that's one of the things with
Like,
me
damn,
too.
I feel
Was
fat as fuck.
just feeling like you're like an inflated person all the time. You're just like, oh, I'm a bowling ball.
That's how you talk.
Wobbling
yeah.
around. Yeah, I love it.
We were drinking some. Me and Hunter had some Reisdorf Kolsch, which is a really good German Kolsch.
It was really good.
And you should check that out if you have it at a local restaurant or a bar or your liquor store. It's good shit. But yeah, now we got this Knob Creek rye whiskey.
You went for the Knob Creek. Do you like that more than the Maker's Mark?
Yeah, Knob Creek's my favorite.
Wow.
Which is surprising because Knob Creek is Jim Beam.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's owned by Jim Beam. But I think that Knob Creek is like
You just like the name, dude.
it's good for like
Huge
mid shelf bourbon.
How much does a bottle run for the rye?
So for this bottle we have is $45, but like a normal bottle of Knob Creek is like 30. So it's like it's not the cheapest, but it's not
a
the
big
most
bottle.
expensive.
Is it like 16 ounces or something?
No, that's just a fifth.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up with dude? Liquor names are always like weirdly sexual or gay. So we got Knob Creek. You guys ever seen that rum? They called Mount Gay rum.
Yeah,
It is
Mount Gay.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's just such a funny. It totally works, right? Because people see it and they laugh and they buy it, right? Like,
More like Mount Gay cum. Got him. Sorry.
okay.
More like Brokeback Mountain.
No, that was a good one, Zach. Appreciate you throwing that one in.
I mean, you just have
Good
to
one,
switch
buddy.
one letter. It was free.
Yeah, it was so free.
Mount Gay cum. It was genius.
Okay.
All right.
It's letting the 41 subs get.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jackson.
All right.
No,
My
that was
bad.
it. All I'm saying is it's a trend I've noticed in liquor names.
What else?
Put down your favorite.
I was drinking this one called Shower with Dad. It's a blue Curacao or whatever. One of those like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's a good one.
The
yeah.
bottle, it looks like a bottle of shampoo, but it's the blue Curacao liquor shit.
I've never
I don't
had
know.
that. Is that stuff
Is it
good?
Curacao or Curacao or I don't know how to say it.
Curacao.
Sir,
I think the
Curacao?
first way you said it was most right.
That shit is
Most right.
tasty.
It is really good.
Man, I want to try it. I've never had any.
Didn't you have that blue cocktail when we went to High Roller Lobster?
I sipped
what's in
yours, but I got something else.
It had that in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that had the gummy sharks.
That
in
was
it.
probably
The
just
gummy lobsters.
Oh, gummy lobsters.
The
that's
Swedish fish lobsters.
Right. Dude, they had some nice drinks there, and the food was pretty tasty.
Yeah, dude. That place is like, listen.
You said the name already, so people know what we're
I don't know
talking
how
about?
we become like a localized Portland, Maine podcast because like we do so much Portland stuff. We're Portland trash.
Here's
Tag
what I
Portland
think.
in
You
this.
gotta bring your lady to High Roller Lobster Co. for a date night. Get her a couple cocktails.
Okay.
You're
What are
gonna
you talking about?
you're gonna have a good time. All right.
This isn't a romantic place. This place is a fucking lobster shack.
It's
all
not
red and
romantic.
white.
Literally
it's
full of
it's
tourists.
fun.
It's full of tourists.
It's not full of tourists. It's very
is.
good food and it's fun and the cocktails are really good.
However, I don't like.
The prices are fair.
I don't
think.
like how the whole system's run there. You
I
have
don't
to
like
literally
how you
seat
order.
yourself, order your shit.
I hate it.
don't like it. You
Yeah,
have to go up
I
to
wish that there
the
was.
desk.
I wish there was dining service.
It's not good. That's the only.
I
that's the
I do wish
biggest
there were
complaint I have.
waiters.
Yeah. It's worth it though
Couldn't
for the
stand it.
yummy cocktails. They're great.
The cocktails are so good, and like once you have a spot and you can just walk up to the bar and just keep ordering cocktails. Like, you guys ever have the frosé there? The frozen rosé.
I don't think we got the frosé.
That shit is
Great
fire.
name though.
Really
That shit is.
good.
It's so good.
Very inspiring.
Okay, well,
No, it
let's go
sounds
back.
really
We've only
good.
been there
I believe
once.
you.
Or do you only go with your girlfriend who you order 4 cocktails for?
Yeah, high roller.
Yeah,
Isn't she under
Big
21?
roller, dude.
she's not under 21.
She's like what? Is it 15?
No, she is 21.
16?
Yeah, she's 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, abstain.
Okay.
While Zach's covering his face,
16, right?
while Zach's covering
Oh
up
my
his
God.
face in shame, you might notice something on his wrist, huh? You want to flex it real quick?
Oh,
Bust it out, dude.
Oh, well, I've already showed this watch on the watch, right? Okay.
Well, and
I
the
don't
new
know
strap.
what else is on my wrist.
Oh, you mean the watch?
But like,
on
yeah,
my wrist.
I've showed this watch off in the early summer episodes of 2019.
Yep.
It's the orange dive watch. Very beautiful, perfect.
Name the brand.
Seiko. It's the
Drop it.
Seiko Samurai dive watch, and it's orange because
Samurai. Dude
I
literally
like
got a
me
watch called a Samurai.
'Tis the season.
I dig me a orange dive watch. Okay. I wonder if I can get the bezel clicking to get picked up on the mic. Ready for this? Ready?
No, dude, that's some real watch ASMR.
It got picked up.
It got picked up. Hey guys,
I went one
it
click
got
too
picked
far.
up. Look, I see him.
Now we have to go all the way around. That's that.
James
What
Bond
Zach
shit
just
over
did
here.
right there is like 90% of why I want to watch. I'm like, I just want to play with that.
The click, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got the orange dive watch, right? But I have this black and gray striped NATO strap, and I had that put on.
NATO
And,
strap. Did you buy
Really
it from
enjoying
NATO?
it. Yeah, I bought it from the NATO Alliance.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Elizabeth Warren shit right there. The NATO tribe, dude.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude. I'm liking how into watches.
Yeah,
you're
really
getting.
nice watch.
I'm already thinking about my next watch, but it's going to
course.
be a few months down the line.
Already thinking about my next watch. That's okay, dude.
It's
Bust down.
next watch might be like a tax return type deal, you know? Like have like a stupid amount of money where I can just be like, I can get a little watch, maybe.
I can get a little watch.
Do you-
I might ask
Hey,
for one
quote
for
that.
Christmas.
I can get a little
Okay,
watch.
let me ask you guys this, and it's kind of a thing about how you think of money in general. So do you think of like when you're getting a paycheck coming in, do you think of that as like, oh, that's a new thing I can buy? Or do you think
No.
of all your money as one cumulative like pool?
One.
Because that's kind of how I think about it. But Zach seems to think like he's like, oh, I'm going to have that money coming in. And then he starts thinking about what he can use with that money.
I never have money I can use for things.
Well, that's easy for you. That you don't even have the option.
There's no option there. I get to eat, and I'm good with that.
I don't know. My money spending is definitely changing now that I'm paying an amount of rent that is not.
A big amount.
Yeah, like before, like even like when we were in the last Portland house, I still had more money than I knew what to do with. I was just like, I can just buy whatever I can.
know.
I don't have to do anything. Like I'll never run out of money. But
feels
yeah,
good.
now that like
Feels
I have, now that I have like a real rent payment, I like have to like try.
It hurts, doesn't it?
It's tough, dude.
It hurts.
That was me. I lived at home for 3 months, and like privileged shit. Like I didn't have to pay rent, and my parents bought
Yeah.
food, right? So I just saved like every dime I had, dude. I have so much saved up from those 3 months.
That's so nice.
Sitting on a cushion, and I'm thinking it might turn into a gaming PC.
Oh
That's
my
the current
God.
plans, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Motherfuckers.
RTX 2080.
Red Dead dropping early next month, and Red Dead 2 on PC is coming out. And Red Dead 1 was like one of my favorite games. I've still never played 2.
Wow.
I know we have it. We have the PS4 now. I could play it.
Yeah, you have two PS4s in this house that both
That
have
both
Red
own the
Dead
game,
installed,
yeah.
yeah.
But at this
Probably.
point, so it already looks amazing on PS4. But I'm imagining what it's going to be if they actually make a decent port to PC.
I'm sure it'll be pretty good.
It's going to look so good. So I kind of just want to build a whole new PC
It's
just
gonna
to
be
play it.
sick.
Dude, play Bloodborne. When are you going to play that?
Dude, I don't even like Souls games that much.
Feels
I've only
bad.
played the first one.
Feels bad.
Yeah, so not my cup of tea. I'm just too shit, I think.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Best game.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan.
That's
All right, 5-minute warning.
5-minute warning. I'm waiting for a text from the plug. Hopefully it comes during the break.
I surprisingly
No,
took almost no notes for the pod this week.
So we're freeballing it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, kinda. Let's see what I got here.
That's pretty much what we do every day,
Let's
though.
talk about
Um,
sex, baby.
Should we explain why we have knives on our on our
Well-
set today?
Jackson, and I think I'm catching it from Jackson lately, is we have this affinity for knives. We're going to be picking up way more knives, so
Yeah. So
just
this
for
shit.
looks.
This
This-
fucking knife shit.
this
man.
is so we were just talking about having too much money to spend, right? This
Here
is
we go.
exactly where this came from. bored at work,
Buy
dude.
knives.
I'm browsing YouTube. I found this channel
You
called.
see some flashy handheld item.
I found the channel,
In
dude.
a
It's
thumbnail.
called Blade HQ. I was like,
Ooh.
I'll check out one of
Ooh,
these
Blade
vids.
HQ.
Use me blade.
Literally, I probably spent 2 hours straight watching Blade HQ vids.
Oh, that's
I'm going
awesome.
through all of them, dude. They're like, my favorite vids of theirs are, I guess it's a store somewhere, and they go around to all the employees, and they're like,
It's an online store, yeah.
yeah, they're like, what do you carry? Like, what's your EDC? And they all like show off their favorite knives. So those are really good vids. I watched those for a while, and so I was like, well, I guess I gotta buy some.
Dude.
So we
You're
got
now
two
I'm a
knives.
knife guy.
One of them is just a huge piece of shit. It's like a very cheap, like
This one here?
Yeah, the chunky one. That on Amazon you can get for literally
Dude, okay,
$9.
Hunter, does that feel like there's a spring in there when you flick it out, right?
Yeah.
There is no spring.
There is no spring.
He
It feels
swears
very
there's
fast.
no spring, but it feels like there's a spring.
You literally just.
Yeah, it's insane,
Yeah.
right?
If you
see
look in the
one. I really don't
internals,
see one.
there's no room for one.
No, there really isn't. But that is.
I do not have a spring assisted knife.
And what about this one, Jax?
So after I got my toes wet with the cheap knife, I was like, man, this
Toes wet,
is
dude.
pretty fun to play with. So then I took the step up. So that is a Spyderco, which is actually a reputable brand. The other
Yeah.
one's like a piece of shit nobody's heard of. And it was
Chinese
like
knife.
$50. I think
The
it's called like
M-Tech.
forget the name.
This was $50.
That knife was $50.
Jesus.
And the cool thing about Spyderco, hold it up, is they have the thumb holes. So instead of like a groove where you'll put your thumb in to open it up, you can just flip it open with that hole. So I think it
That's
looks
sick.
sick, dude. It's really fun to mess around with.
Yeah, it is.
I've only cut myself badly twice in like the 6 months I've had it. So that's a
That's what's up.
really good.
I've only cut myself
Only twice,
badly
dude.
twice.
Yeah. And
We're
so
gonna do a group Army barracks run soon and pick up some nice.
The big barracks.
yeah, we were going to hit up the
Dude.
barracks and just get strapped. Because
Yeah.
you got to protect yourself these days,
Can
man.
we do that like maybe this weekend or something?
I'd love to.
You want to go to army barracks?
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, for sure.
I can't do it this weekend.
What are you busy?
Fucking
Yeah,
busy.
I have work and then I'm going to Vermont. So
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. All right.
yeah.
I
I'll
was
let you.
gonna be
I'll
like,
let you get away with
May.
that one.
All right,
Work
next
starts
week, next
tonight,
week.
and then as soon as I'm done work, I'm going to Vermont. Forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Podcast
Rip,
over.
dude.
We're-
It
we're
was
moving
nice
there.
living together, man. We had a good run.
Yeah, we're moving there.
Feels bad.
Okay.
All right, man.
Hit up
Supposed to be the end
Bernie
here.
for me, man.
I already told the landlord you can have my room, so
Okay.
They agree.
And your payment of the rent, I'm sure.
yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll be right back. The plug just told me they're pulling up.
Plug
They
what?
said they literally said he pulled up, smiley face.
Okay, we're rolling part 2.
Welcome back.
So Jewish people, right?
Why aren't they
What's
white?
the deal with them? No, but I was actually the reason I brought this up, it sounded before we were rolling, I was asking why Jewish people aren't considered white. And the reason I brought it up is because I'm listening to a Sam Harris podcast. The title was wait, I have it on my phone. It was something like I'll just read it to you because it was really funny. Omens of the Race War. And I was like,
Christ.
damn, that's spicy. I gotta listen to that.
That's spicy.
And I thought it was gonna be like Sam Harris hating on like Islamic people because that's what he loves to do a lot. But actually, it was a really interesting interview with this woman who did her dissertation on basically the KKK and other white supremacist groups, mostly I think in like the 80s and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's talking about all the beliefs these people have. And essentially, I guess the end goal of the KKK and a lot of these white supremacists is like actually global domination and like basically the plan Hitler was trying to carry out. Like it's not just, they don't just want the US, they want the world.
How
final
long do they think
solution.
it'll happen?
Well, apparently, so you know how,
Like, how long does this take?
yeah, no,
Clearly
so
a while.
Where people just decide, like, yeah, you know what? White ethno state. That's the vibe.
no, dude, they know it's going to be hard, right? So like, they said apparently an analogy that these groups use is like they're a tick on like an elephant or something. The elephant being the American government, and they're the size of the tick, but they have to take down this like giant global like power, basically. So they were talking about all the groups that these people hate, right? And Jews are right up there, right? So it's like,
Yeah, big
but a lot
nah
of Jews
fan.
are just really white. So it must be
Yeah.
a bloodline thing, right? It depends if
Well,
are you
yeah.
from like
you're from a certain lineage of white person.
Right. If
One's
you're not
Caucasian and one's Jewish.
right. That's what
whatever.
I'm imagining it is. But if you know why,
I'm guessing it's some shit
Nazis
like that.
and well, I guess Nazis didn't make sense, but wow, what a banger of a first topic, huh?
Yeah, for real.
We didn't even
Absolutely
plan.
fire.
Hell yeah, dude.
We didn't even plan that.
We
Okay.
love to hear it.
Shout out to Jews, man.
Hey, shout
Yeah.
out to them Jews.
Yo, honestly, when I was a little kid, I did a Passover dinner. Shit was litty. Shit
Wow,
was
dude.
absolutely
Vibes.
vibes.
You're basically
Shit
fully
was-
Jewish now.
Shit was
Dude, if you told me Zach was Jewish, I'd be like, yeah, of course.
vibes. Shit was vibes.
I'm still convinced he
I think
is.
he might be Jewish and he just doesn't know.
No, he hides it from us.
Listen, guys, okay. Comment below. Share this to all your friends. Like, subscribe.
Is
okay.
Zach Jewish?
Share it. We need to get money so I can do a 23andMe to find out if I'm a Jew or not.
Yeah.
I have the nose.
I just pull out like a fucking...
Now, technically, Zach, that joke was only okay if you are Jewish. So if you take the test and you're not Jewish, that joke
Yeah,
you made
you're
was
actually-
actually
I'm
just
canceled.
was super offensive.
Guys, be sure to donate money to decide if I'm canceled or not.
Make sure to hit up our Patreon.
Please.
People get mad about it, and you like pull out the records. You're like, nah. Check the bloodline.
I'm Jew.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm 30% Jew.
This candle is so hot.
Oh, really?
This one right
Yeah.
in front of us? Who'd have thought?
No, so this one's out. This one's lit.
That one's hot.
It's Liddy.
Yeah, this one's absolutely litty.
Well, yeah, there's
This one's
fire
vibes.
inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? No fucking meteorologist. Anyways.
Hey guys, on the video feed this week, Hunter focused the camera. So if you think he did a shitty job,
Yeah.
definitely toss it down in the comments. Say bring back
He
Jax on the focus.
He definitely did a good job.
All right, fuck off.
Jackson's strength is not focusing the camera.
Dog, I love
Okay.
watching. I love editing the videos because I'll put three parts in, and then I'll see the difference.
I know
in
the instant part that Jackson decided to check the focus is when it goes out of focus. And it's completely blurry for 30 minutes.
Jackson also admitted to me today. He's like, "Yeah, dude. Half the time, there's a very wide difference in the focus for me. I don't know what the fuck it looks like half the time."
That's so fucking funny.
I get no respect for the work I do around here.
I put in work.
Put in work behind this camera,
so
okay? You think it's easy being Jamie 2.0?
He's doing real shit.
Really not easy. No, I know. I suck at it, but oh well.
No, we love
What
it.
It's
can
okay,
you
dude.
do?
We appreciate it.
So yeah.
Jackson had a couple of topics for us that I want to jump right into.
Oh yeah.
Jackson, let's do it.
So I actually want to start off with a WoW classic story, and neither of you guys know the story because I was about to text you guys about it, but then I didn't because I was like, wait, this is a pod story.
Tell me.
So I hadn't been on WoW Classic for like a week, and I was like, huh, dude, I kind of feel like playing my rogue. I'm gonna log in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, our listeners may have remembered the guild that Hunter and I joined, We Dem Boys.
We dem boys.
So originally we
That's the
started
guild.
we started our own guild called We Dem Boys, but we found some other boys in another guild called We Dem Boys, and we're like, dude, this is a merger made in heaven. So
Really
we joined with them, and so we had a decent guild of 20 members. I don't know how many people were in there. And it was bumping at the start, but then I logged in the other day, right, and it was very dead. There was me, another guy who was like level 53, and then one other guy who wasn't talking at all. So I hadn't logged in for like a week, and I log in, and I'm like, huh, this guild's kind of dead. First message I see in chat from this level 53, he's like, hey guys, what does trans mean?
Oh,
And I was like,
What?
I was like, huh? I was like, what? I was
What?
like, and nobody was answering him, right? Because nobody else was online, and I was
Right.
like, I guess
Dead
this is
guild.
falling to me, dude. So I'm like, all right, listen, buddy.
This is falling to me.
I'm like, you're gonna have to look. That's a Google search. I'm like, that's gonna be a Google search for you, man. I can't explain this right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, he was like, yeah, I tried Google searching, but I still don't really understand what it means. And I'm like,
He has
okay,
to
I'm
be
like,
trolling, right?
no, dude. I'm like, okay, so this kid's like very young, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't know what trans means. And so I'm like trying to be all woke about it, right? Obviously. So I'm like, it's when someone's born and you know, they don't identify as like the gender that they are like born as and stuff like that. Like, and he's going like, okay, I see. Right at the end, dude, he's like, oh, so is it like a trap? And I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
exactly
I'm
a
like,
trap.
yeah, it's a trap. So I just love it that this obviously very young kid like
Just immediately
is-
knows the internet lingo version of trans people.
right, exactly. He like doesn't know what a trans person is, but he's like watched enough like hentai
know
that
what a
he's
trap
like,
is, though.
he's like, oh, traps though. Oh, I love those.
Oh, has a dick.
And then so after that, I was like,
This
I
whole
gotta get out of this
time.
guild, dude. Like, why am I explaining trans people to some 12-year-old on WoW?
And
Yeah,
I
that's
like how
brutal.
today I told you, I'm like, yeah, we're probably going to have to leave this guild.
Yeah,
Feels bad.
I already knew. But maybe I did a good thing. So
find one.
I tried to, leave him with a trans positive message, but it's rough for gamers.
Hey.
Oh, what the fuck?
Are we
though?
still going?
Yeah, we're still going.
Should I clap real quick?
What the
Yeah,
fuck,
clap
though?
real quick for me. What the fuck, though? Where the love go?
Quick clap, no.
Sorry about that.
Okay, yikes.
Anyway,
big
we're
yikes.
back in it.
It'll probably
Also,
just sync up.
wanna
because
throw out
the
this
video will
offer.
keep going, but the audio will stop because the audio just kept rolling.
No, but unless you paused it
There's going to
for
be that chunk missing.
yeah, there's gonna be a chunk missing.
Well,
It's fine,
it'll
we clapped.
the
I'm good.
chunk
I'm
will
good.
the chunk will just be of silence in the audio version, so it'll just be like
So
2
the
seconds
times
in the
the
video
time
where
keeps
there's no
going
audio.
even though you pause the recording.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pro.
yeah. So there's like a 10-second span with no audio.
Shout out to that span.
So yo, lost
Big span.
snippet. Comment below if you want the lost snippet. It's gonna be $5 on the Patreon.
I love it, man.
God, we gotta get more podcast listeners. Yo,
Let's make a Patreon.
So okay, you wanted to make this a local
can you
podcast.
guys please podcast or comment on the podcast YouTube video? Just say, "Yo, what up?
Say
It's me,
dicks.
podcast man."
say.
What if they're all spam accounts? I will.
pussy?
They probably are all spam accounts.
That's
aren't
totally
they?
fine, dude.
Dude,
Kill myself, dude.
Tell us to kill ourselves. We don't. That's fine.
listen, if we want to turn into a
Smash like,
real
though.
local podcast and talk about local shit, which we do a lot, I think
Yeah.
that's a good niche.
I put Portland, Maine in the fucking tags.
Yeah.
Put that shit.
We got to advertise.
I rep the
locally.
set.
Let's put up some flyers, get a fucking billboard,
We gotta get the stickers.
drive around
Yeah,
Portland.
we really.
So me
need
and
stickers,
Saffron
though.
have been talking about. We're like, we gotta get the pod stickers.
That would be
Please.
fun
Stick
as
them
hell.
places.
Because we got that sick metal logo. I can send you that. I
Yeah.
can send you anything you need.
Also,
size.
We literally have the logos already.
I
It would
have
be easy.
everything.
I want pod stickers of Jeffrey Epstein wearing our T-shirt. That doesn't exist.
Dude, I can't put that on my
That's
car.
such a good fucking. That's such a good picture.
It is. It's a really good picture.
It
Honestly,
kills me
high
every
quality
time.
shop.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
not a
you.
shop. It's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely not a shop.
That's a real
He
photo.
was-
Jeffrey Epstein did wear our
He was
merch.
pictured in our very exclusive merch that hasn't been released yet. Don't know how we got a shirt.
We heard
I've
Bill.
known him since I was a little kid. Dude.
We heard
How we
Bill
get a sh-
Clinton liked the look, but he wasn't sure when he would have time to wear it. So,
Yeah. We didn't get a pic of him.
yeah.
Maybe in the future, but
Bill Clinton's got a lot of other designers that he has to
honestly,
put on
there's been a
before
lot
he
of
puts on lame
celebs
dudes.
that are soon to be like posted on Twitter that have been seen in our merch, which is crazy.
It's crazy that we
Um,
only have 41 listeners, but they're all huge celebrities.
They're huge celebs. Like Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Where's our merch?
Big time Jonah Hill fan.
I'm sure Jeffrey Epstein is still listening from somewhere. Who else is? Oh, Adam 22.
From the good place.
How do you
Dude,
get that
I
fucking-
heard, Adam 22, Garth Brooks also.
Garth Brooks had a merch on.
Yeah, Garth
Holy shit.
Brooks was rocking it.
That's fucking insane.
Michael B. Jordan in the filming of there's a leaked photo of the filming of Black Panther 2. Michael B. Jordan rocking the lame dude's tee.
Wow, that's crazy,
Yeah.
especially because his
Holy
character's
shit.
fucking
Big
dead.
big Marvel film guy.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Big
I even-
Marvel film guy.
Can we talk about that, dude? Like,
Avengers 12 or whatever fucking number they're on. They're
Dude,
all wearing the
You
T-shirt.
know, I also
in the
as-
movie.
Now that you mentioned Marvel, Robert Downey Jr. had a fucking lame dude shirt on recently.
Robert Downey
Do you believe
Jr.
that shit?
Yeah, that's wild.
RDJ.
Also,
okay, all
I
right,
heard.
all right, this bit's strung out. Okay, I want to talk about. You guys just listen to all the fucking celebs you can remember. I want to talk about Michael B. Jordan, dude.
Sure.
I'm gonna put forth. He has claimed the hottest dude actor title. I think he's actually the hottest dude. What do you think?
He's old. He can't be.
I think he's the hottest dude.
What do you mean? He's like, there's no way he's like.
He's not that old,
There's
dude.
no way he's
Downey
over.
Jr. is
No,
old as
no.
fuck.
I mean, he's a cute dad, but like, I'm not. He's no. That's
You
not.
said Michael B.
Oh, Michael
fucking
B. Jordan?
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Not Robert Downey Jr.
The big Down syndrome Jr.
So like,
Down.
who was it before? It was like Brad Pitt or someone like, or who's the Green Lantern that everybody loves?
Dude,
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
I think they've all been usurped, dude.
By
Yeah,
Michael
dude.
B. Jordan.
I think so.
Michael B.
Post your hottest dude celebrity crush.
I mean, he's
in the
definitely
comments.
he's a good-looking fella.
Yeah, I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen Black Panther?
I thought
I
people were
mean,
into the guy who played Aquaman or whatever.
Oh, Jason Momoa's?
Dude, that
Yeah.
dude looks like a fucking Dothraki. All right, like
He is a Dothraki.
I know that's why he looks like it. Like that's too much.
Yeah.
Just way too much.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Honestly, the
Somebody
fact
gif
that
that.
we brought up Robert Downey Jr. really bums me out. Used to be called Downey when I was a kid. I don't know why. but
Robert Down syndrome Jr.
always reminds me of
my man.
of me being a youngster.
Huh?
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
Robert
hey,
Downey Jr.
Downey.
he's a hero because he showed you like you can be a giant piece of shit, but then still
Yeah.
turn your life around and make everyone love
And
you.
you can have a huge hole in your chest, dude, and it's still fine.
And a huge cock.
And a huge,
It's still
Huge
fucking
hole
hog,
in
dude.
no
your
matter how
ass.
long your hog is, it's still fine.
Yeah.
Gwyneth
he
Paltrow
proved
will
that.
still fuck you, dude. It's fine.
Pretty sure that's only in the movies.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah.
Who's his wife in real life? Susan Downey. I think that's her name.
Robert Downey Sr.
That's his,
He's
that's
married to his dad?
What?
Yeah.
Holy
Robert
shit!
Downey Sr.
Yeah. he is.
Unbelievable.
There's no way
Shit
Robert
is
Downey
wild.
Sr. is alive.
No one believes it, but it's true. It's just a fact.
I think he has a tumultuous relationship with his dad, dude. Maybe
Yeah,
because
nice
of the years of
Dad
marriage.
trouble.
close relationship.
Dude, you can't. It's hard to stay. It's hard to keep the love going after that many years.
It's
you
hard,
know?
dude.
You know?
I mean, shit.
Things just get stale. It's
You've literally
tough.
been dealing with each other for the entirety of your life.
Since he was born, dude.
Like
Ever
40
since
something.
he was born.
That's extra funny because in the latest Avengers, there's actually a part where Robert Downey goes back in time and meets his own dad, and they're like the same age.
They have sex?
So that would have been so hot if they then hooked up in the past. Nah, they just hug it out and shit.
They fuck it out?
Kid thinks he's fucking funny.
They just sex it out. They sex each other.
No, that's in the Pornhub parody.
Kid thinks he's funny.
man.
anyways.
Yo, did you guys see that controversy that Ellen got into lately? This is so funny, I thought, because Luke actually told me about it live. So she was at some football game and she was like
She was with George W. Bush,
she was
right?
not only was she was sitting right next to George Bush and they're like leaning together, like laughing it up.
Yeah, they're friends. They're buddies.
It's so sick, dude. I thought that was awesome, to be honest.
It was so funny because I'm standing in the kitchen, Luke's watching the game, and he's like, "Dude, I think I just saw Ellen sitting with George Bush." And then like the next day, it was all over Twitter. People are mad at Ellen.
so fucking funny.
They're mad at Ellen because George Bush is a fucking
Started
war
the war,
criminal, and like, and
Yeah.
now she's just palling around with him.
He just did a thing one day where
Listen,
he started a massive.
They're fucking sat next to
decade-long
each other,
war.
dude. What's she gonna do? Ignore
Well, so
him?
she came
no,
out.
I think they went
They
together.
went together.
That's what they said.
Oh.
Yeah.
She came out on her show and she was like, "Listen, I'm not ashamed. I am friends with George Bush."
He's my boy.
The ultimate rich person.
Wow.
And it just shows it's like
She's like,
these rich
"Listen."
people, they pretend to like care about issues. None of them care,
No,
dude.
they don't.
They all just love like they love
They're like,
meeting all
money,
the other
listen,
famous
money.
people.
The second I get rich with my podcast, once I get that Joe Rogan money,
Yeah.
I'll also not give a shit anymore.
Oh, are you ditching us?
We'll also have podcast money, so we'll
Oh,
be,
hell yeah.
we'll all be rich together.
We'll be
like,
jaded as fuck.
We're like, what's that?
They want donations?
I'm trying to come up with a human rights atrocity that the U.S. could realistically commit in the next 5 years.
Gamer genocide.
Yes.
They're putting
That's happening.
gamers in internment camps.
They're gassing the gamers?
This is Elizabeth Warren's America, folks. Is they gas the gamers. But
I fucking knew it.
yeah, so they have like gamers and everyone's pissed off about it, and we're just like, we're rich and have podcast money in Dubai. We're in Dubai.
we won't support that shit.
Dude, Dubai's gamer capital of the
We're
world.
not giving our podcast.
It's our final standing stand up.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say that legitimately happened to Joe Rogan. I think he's so rich that he actually doesn't understand normal people problems.
Well, yeah, that's how most rich people are, but
he's got
also
tons of
But
money.
it's just awkward when you have a podcast and you like pretend to be woke on some issues, but then you also just like have no idea how
I
real
saw this
people
video. It was like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett in a shopping mall, and they're both like, "I've never bought anything before."
Well,
like, I
that-
literally don't know how to buy
spit
something.
I don't know.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
different. Like you can like not do your own shopping, but still like
Well, it's not like Joe Rogan was always rich, though. Like
no. But that's what I'm saying. He literally has lost touch with like what it's like
Oh,
to
you
be a
think
normal
so?
person. I think that's the vibe I get from his casts.
Yeah, well, his
I don't watch
thing
enough to
also is that he is just so aggressively normal that like anything he hears is like amazing if it's presented in the right way.
God.
Dude, he's
He's like-
so easily convinced.
Wow. So wait, so you can decide that the race is supreme based off their spit? You have the technology to do that? And they're like, yeah, we do.
Jordan Peterson's like
Technology
yeah,
and the science.
Yep.
And then he's like, that is
Yeah.
amazing. Wow. So white people are the best, right?
Wow. So
And then
according to the data,
That's the end of the clip right there.
it's
Yeah.
white people are the best. Oh, Japanese are higher. Okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's
And end of segment 2.
quick break, and we'll be right back.
BRB.
Skirt.
Damn.
Part 3.
Huge clap.
Zach has never
Welcome.
give that enthusiastic of a clap.
Yeah, that was very rare.
Not true.
He just snapped.
Absolutely popped off.
Welcome
right.
back to part 3. The best part.
Welcome
It's-
back,
You know we
Gamers. The
saved
third
all the
part.
fire for last.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Here's what I want to
Thanks
start
for
with.
sticking with us.
And it's
Absolutely kicking it.
Destiny drama update time.
Oh boy.
Everybody's
here
favorite
we
part of the
go.
cast. And it's some spicy drama this week.
Drama.
So
Drama Alert Nation.
Destiny's been having a back and forth between him and this Twitter account named like Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, Zaynabqua or whatever. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. But
Do you
like,
know what she's famous for or like what she does?
They're just like a Twitter leftist
Okay,
that's popular, I guess.
same.
But
Except for the
I
popular
don't.
part.
I don't think they're like. I think they're completely anonymous.
Right. So at some point, Destiny and her beefed, and
Yeah,
She-
they don't like Destiny.
she went crazy, dude. So she spent like basically the entire weekend tweeting and like attacking Destiny and trying to get people to call him out and tweeting all his worst stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Destiny's not doing himself any favors because he goes on stream and admits, there's a clip of him saying that. He's like, yeah, dude, I say the N-word all the time.
Oh my
He's
god.
like,
Hell yeah,
he's like
dude.
with my friends, like I say it like all the time.
Real ass. Dude.
That's real as fuck, honestly.
So she tweets that clip and people get mad about it. So
That's
dude,
a wonderful clip. I need to see that.
yeah, it's a really funny
Truly
clip.
beautiful.
And literally the Destiny subreddit memes have just been so good this week. Stuff
Yeah,
like
and
that,
they have been.
stuff like that famous it's Whitest Kids You Know famous video where they're dressed up as Nazis and they're like, are we the bad guys? He's like, have you ever noticed how we have skulls on our uniform? It's like, hey, are we the bad guys? So people at Destiny subreddit, like after he said that, he's like, are we in the wrong here? Like, is Destiny actually just the most awful person?
Yeah.
So anyway, that played
Yeah,
out over a
he
couple
is.
days, and then I think eventually Squirrel Girl ended up getting banned or she deactivated her account. So
Oh man.
1-0 Destiny, dude, another win for the omni-liberal.
Here's some more internet drama.
Okay.
Boys, one of my favorite subreddits, our Cumtown,
Yeah.
shut down.
No way.
Really?
Our Cumtown banned.
Closed. Banned.
Wow.
So the mods didn't do it. This was by force.
So so the mods set up like an approved poster system, and then the next day banned subreddit.
Is
No
that because
shit.
that goes against Reddit rules?
Well, no, it's so I guess people have been saying that they've been noticing it's what is it like against hate subreddits? People started finding posts that were obviously like burner accounts that were made to post offensive shit on Cumtowns. They could report
Yeah.
it. So then they started doing like, okay, approved posters. Like if we verify this is a real person, this isn't a burner account meant to shit posts to get us banned.
Mm-hmm.
So then they started doing that.
It's too
But
late.
yeah, like 2 days later, subreddit's
Brutal,
gone.
dude.
Rip. R.I.P. our Cumtown.
They've
Official.
honestly really stepped it up in terms of banning lately. They're not as scared as they used to be.
Yeah,
for a while
remember
they
there
were-
used to be like a new like people would there'd be like a thread about the subreddits that got banned on like subreddit drama or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like now it's like just another subreddit got banned. No one talks about it.
Right, but it's
Rip.
It's like lefty and righty, like it's on both sides.
Yeah,
Lefty
yeah.
and righty, dude.
Yep,
It's crazy.
Both hands.
all over the spectrum.
Both hands, dude.
Yeah.
I can't wait till our Destiny gets banned. It's gonna free up a lot of time for my.
Do you
my
think it
life.
will?
Probably.
Yeah, you're
I don't
probably
know.
right.
If Chapo Trap House 2 is still going, I'm sure our Destiny's fine.
That's true. Yeah.
Dude. Zach reminds me so much of Destiny, dude. He said like they both like say the N-word all the time. And
Both manlets.
Oh yeah, I say the
both-
N-word all the time. Not you.
they're both great at sex, dude.
Both have gamer GFs.
Yeah, I'm so good at sex.
And they say the N-word during sex, so it's I don't know. I mean, they're just
Dude, I've never thought
Brothers
about it
from
that
another
way,
mothers.
but they're really similar. Both manlet status. Both huge gamers.
Sub 6 foot, squeaky voice, manlets,
Well, sub
not,
six.
I wouldn't
Good-
say a
well-
squeaky
well-
voice.
good facial hair. I got the cool mustache from Mustache Rides.
Ooh.
Good.
No, I like the stash. The stash is really hot.
The
in
stash
fact.
is gone.
If it was twice as thick, I'd like it even more.
Yeah,
You
well,
look like
we're
Tom
waiting,
Selleck.
We're waiting for it to just kind of spring in. You know?
It'll
Yeah.
bush. It'll bush.
I don't know. I don't know. It feels like it's getting to a plateau point, and like I feel like I need to get some like oil or something and like massage my glands.
Massage.
Dude, to massage my mustache glands so I can grow the hair in more.
I thought all those products were scams. Is that not true?
I don't know.
I
Probably.
thought all beard oil was
Dude,
like just
I mean, you
not-
just gotta click
not
one of
a
those
real-
adverts
You know
that
what product I've
gives
been
you more
using
hair.
that's not a scam is skincare stuff.
No shit.
Fellas, I've been on the
brand is
skincare.
that?
Dude, can you drop some knowledge? Because I know nothing about this,
All
but
right.
I'm interested.
So I got this shit. Well, I've been using this forever since I was a little kid. Like this Neutrogena pink grapefruit face scrub shit.
Huh.
Nice.
Doesn't work
That's
very well,
really
huh?
good.
It's just a really basic like acne treatment thing. And Saffron was like, "That's disgusting. Like that's horrible. Like
What?
That's a terrible product. You shouldn't use that." So then I got one that doesn't do. I guess it does like because it has these like fake beads in it.
Oh, those beads are fake?
Puts like a. It
Those
puts
aren't
like
real
a-
beads? What the fuck?
It puts like abrasions in your skin or something, or I don't know.
Well, also
but
the
Ooh.
microbeads I think are really bad for the environment. Anyway,
they're not real microbeads. They're not like
good.
they're not like the
'Cause-
plastic ones.
Yeah,
Fake
those
ass
those
beads,
plastic
dude.
microbeads were the thing for a
Yeah,
while.
they definitely used to be, but right now they're definitely not. But,
Okay.
yeah. So then I went to Target one day and there was just like this like, it was like some like kelp and like lemon facial scrub shit. And I was like, oh, this looks good. So then I started using that, and it would dry my face the fuck out. So then it was like, oh well, I've cleansed my face.
You've kelped your face, dude.
I've cleansed my face. Now I need a product to moisten my face so that it's not dry all day.
Of course, you need the second product
So,
to undo the first one.
I'm on
That's
on
right.
level 2 now.
Yep.
I got the Neutrogena Hydro Gel shit. My face is being moisturized as we speak.
Okay. Touches Hunty.
I
I was
just
gonna
doing-
say, let me
touch
touch
his
his
face.
face, dude.
Supple?
I mean,
It's godlike skin,
you're
right?
on your way, dude. You're on your way.
It's godlike. He
I bet-
means it's
I bet
godlike.
It's a
shaving-
little
I bet
dry in
shaving's
the
easy
cheeks,
after you
but
do all
all
that.
right.
A little dry.
Maybe a couple more showers.
It
Big
takes enough
showers.
Okay, that's interesting.
Been-
Because
yeah.
I don't know, that seems like a scam. I think you're being scammed right now.
You think?
Dude, I just use a regular face wash and then like a benzoyl peroxide wash on my face.
Damn. Well,
That's
I
even
guess
more
I'll kill
fancy than I
myself
do.
later.
Really?
I just use soap.
He just uses soap.
Sometimes I use
soap.
Sometimes I use my shampoo because then I'm like too lazy to use another different bottle.
He uses the shampoo.
I'll just
I think
use-
it's soap.
I'll
You
just
It's
use-
wash your
soap, dude.
face with shampoo?
I'll just use shampoo on my whole body sometimes.
What?
I have body wash, but okay, this is the most fucked up thing. I was buying supplies for this
Oh
house.
my gosh. Okay,
I
keep
was,
going.
I was buying supplies.
love
Okay,
this
like
kid,
fuck
dude.
off, dude. You have hair all over your body.
That's a good. I mean,
You're covered in hair, especially you, Zach. I thought you would know this technique by now.
Yeah, but shampoo strips all the oils.
Oh, fuck off.
all
You,
them
you don't
oils.
use, you don't use shampoo every shower.
That's true. I do every other one. I go back and forth between shampoo and conditioner.
Ooh.
Is that what you guys do?
No, if I'm shampooing, I'm conditioning after.
Interesting.
Dude, I shampoo very like maybe once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
And
I
then
don't-
otherwise, it's just a rinse.
Yeah.
Do you condition often?
Not too often.
Hmm.
I haven't bought conditioner in a minute.
Yeah, I literally just go back and forth. It's easy to keep track of. Anyway, so the troll thing that happened when I moved in, I bought
The troll thing.
body wash and shampoo, and one of them is this
3 in
giant
1.
tube, and the other one's like the skinny thing. And I was like, oh, of course the skinny one's the shampoo and the big one's the body wash. Reversed. I have so much shampoo, like it's the biggest
brutal.
fucking bottle, so I gotta use it on something.
You're running out of body wash though.
Yeah, low on body wash. So that's my shower stories.
Shower stories.
Um,
Jesus Christ, boys.
Okay, so we only have
Oh.
10 minutes left, and there's definitely something I've been meaning to talk about for 2 weeks now, so I want to go into it.
Oh, here we go.
This is, we claim to be an audiobook-friendly podcast.
Yeah, Audible
we
gang.
kind of put that front up, but we just never talk about audiobooks. Like,
I haven't done an audiobook in months.
I've been listening to
Absolutely
mad
months.
audiobooks. So
oh,
Jackson,
okay, well,
this is
thank
for
God.
you and me, dude.
So we're gonna bring it back right now, the official audiobook recommendation. So I was just bored at work, as you are, and I was like, dude, fuck it, I'm gonna get back into Audible. Like, I haven't been into it for so long, and so I signed up for a month. Honestly, kind of regret it. It's a fucking scam. Like, it's such a shit service. They give you one book a month for $15, which is like, I
Yep.
could already buy a book for $15.
I was gonna say, what kind of deal is that?
So then they try to sweeten the deal. They're like, we'll give you 2 Audible originals on top of that. And you're like,
They
huh.
have those? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
They're like, huh. I'm like, you're like, huh. I hope the Audible
Sorry, I didn't mean to
originals are
bump your
good.
leg,
It's
Hunter.
okay, dude. You can
Turns
touch me if
out
want.
you don't get access to any Audible original. They pick out 5 a month, and you can pick 2 of those.
Oh my god.
And none of them are anything you're interested in.
What the fuck?
So I'm literally paying I get 1 book a month right now that
They
I'm
have
interested
a
in.
like monopoly on the audiobook
Yeah.
world too. Like you can't get audiobooks anywhere else.
Pretty much. Other than
Where
your
else are
local
you gonna listen to
library.
audiobooks? on?
Library.
Yeah. Library.
So
Basically.
anyway, so I had a credit, and I was like, all right, I was looking through Reddit looking for recommendations, and I settled on, you ready for it? It's called World War Z. It's by Max
course, yeah, yeah.
Brooks,
Yeah.
who is Mel Brooks' son. It's like kind of funny.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's like it's basically it's told from the perspective of like kind of a military UN report about the zombie apocalypse, right? But it's told from after we've already won the war, so it's called World War Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it goes all over the country talking about how the infection hit, like what people did, and honestly, there's some like fucked up shit in there, like what people have to do to survive.
Really?
Super gripping, and they get all the voice actors. All the voice actors are like big name actors.
Yeah.
And so they just do a fucking fantastic job. They
Wait.
made a movie of it recently. If you
Do they
remember.
have like different people voicing different characters? In the
Yeah, so it's an
Oh,
interview.
That's a trip.
It's an interview style of a book. So the author is interviewing these people around the world, and so they get people to play these characters, and it's super good, dude. Really draws you into the world.
Crazy.
So I would highly recommend this book. But the reason I bring it up is this was the fucking craziest coincidence. I think I can mention, like, we live near a park, like kind of near a park. I can mention the name of that, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal.
Lincoln Park.
It's in Portland, so I'm sure people are familiar.
Yeah, we live near Lincoln Park.
Okay, so I'm driving home after
I was
work.
trying so hard and didn't get so far. Sorry. Keep going.
Rip Chester, man.
Yeah, for
Moment of
real.
silence. Okay, so I'm driving home, right? After work, listening to this audiobook. And throughout the audiobook, it's all over the world, and they mention some like major locations, like Chicago and stuff, but they don't really get into specifics at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the end of this book, as I'm driving home, they say, and so then in Portland, Maine,
Whoa.
there was... My Siri just started talking.
Chill, Siri.
Yikes. Scary.
That's spooky. That almost scared me out of my
Zombies,
seat.
Very scary.
Okay, so they say, in Portland, Maine, there was a resistance group that met up and held out at Deering Oaks Park.
Whoa.
As I hear that, I'm 30
Driving by
seconds
Deering Oaks
through from Deering Oaks Park.
Whoa.
And
That's
throughout this book,
crazy.
they haven't mentioned specific locations at all. Like one of the few places they mention is like
Deering Oaks Park.
very close to our house.
That's
Yeah.
really wild, actually.
I almost
That
I'm
is
like,
crazy.
this is a simulation. There's like they
Wow.
ran out of places to name and they just picked one out of my memory. Like that's the only explanation.
Damn. That's
Great.
so cool.
I couldn't believe it. So
That's
but
wild.
Big shout out to World War Z. It's probably I would say in my top 3 audiobooks now.
I might check
loved
that
it.
out, dude.
It's really
I'm
fun.
still I'm like halfway through it again.
Again. See,
I
and
got,
that's
like,
that's
19
why I
hours
signed
left.
up for Audible. I was like, I'm tired of listening to the same audiobooks. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna read a book I've already fucking read. So
I had to do it again.
Absolutely sig.
yeah, good shit. So that's my
I
Audible.
love
update,
audiobooks, man.
I love them, but I wish it was easier and cheaper to get them. That's all I'm saying.
Fuck yeah. Squeaking.
Fuck yeah.
We're squeaking. What else we got, boys? We got 5 minutes left.
I'm just finishing off
Four
my knob
minutes
over
left,
here.
really.
Zach's got some
What
Mick Dicks
happened?
over there.
What happened this week?
Oh no, never mind.
He's choking.
I'm dying.
He's hurt.
Oh man. Did you say what happened this week?
Yeah, like, did anything interesting happen?
I
What's
mean,
up with this Trump shit? Is he
Donald
getting
Trump
impeached or not?
Shared a Nickelback
He's throwing
meme.
a hissy fit. Yeah, we talked
We
about
talked
that
about
last
that
Did we
week.
talk
week.
about that?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that shit.
What a
That's our
fucking-
president, man.
What a simpleton.
Jesus Christ. Look at this photograph.
Boomer meme
I don't know why he's an
101.
old man, but
The funniest thing is that
He's
he
ancient.
didn't make that meme, so it's a fucking
Chad
repost.
Kroger.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Chad Krugs.
Chad Kroger.
The Chickadee Chads.
Are they still making music, Nickelback?
I hope so.
I hope not.
I hope
Oh,
so.
so?
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
they're absolute legends. No.
They're the best band on earth.
Listen, they're Canadians, so I have to stick up for them. All right, they're the
No,
best band ever.
please.
What was their classic song when we were real young?
Look at this photograph.
Photograph.
Every time I do it, makes me laugh.
Is a different one.
How did my dick get
What
so
they did?
red?
well, there's the one where-
Rockstar.
There's
Yeah,
Rockstar, but then there's also the one that has the music video where never made it as a
yeah.
I don't know
Never
the
made it
fucking.
as a wise man
But I
stealing,
think
or
in
some
that
shit.
the music
hell yeah.
video, the guy or the girlfriend she gets in a fight with her boyfriend, and then she gets in a car accident and dies, and the boyfriend's like, no,
Shig.
Dude, that feel when
it's
your
like, why
GF
did
dies
she
in a car
die?
accident.
We got in fight.
The worst.
He's like Ukrainian. Why
Never
did she
made
die?
it as a dead bitch. And that's just the lady laying on the pavement. Okay, sorry, too far.
Is that going to be your guys' next ironic band that you're into? Because I'm getting real sick and tired.
I'm
of
not
your
into
two
that
shit.
band. I can't.
No,
get into it.
remember when I was ironically into Coldplay? I think we should bring that back.
Yeah, dude.
I was thinking about Coldplay the other day. I was
that
like,
was
God,
in the
what
that
a
was in
fucking
the old beach
Give me a
house.
Coldplay song.
they make some bangers.
Viva
What's a
la
Coldplay
Viva
song?
la vida.
Bum, 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 bum,
Oh
bum,
no,
bum,
no.
bum, bum, bum.
Dude.
No, Yellow. That's a good
I
one.
used to rule the world. What's that one?
Yellow.
Sing it.
And it was all yellow.
Oh no,
That
I
one?
know that one.
I don't know that one.
And it was
Interesting.
all yellow. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
God, if we're talking about old school bangers, you remember that song "Paralyzed" by Finger 11?
Yeah, that still plays on
God,
the
that
radio.
used to go hard, dude.
I'm not paralyzed. That song plays during really funny tweets. Like there's this tweet that was going around for a bit where it's a clip where Quagmire in Family Guy transforms into a toilet. Like his lower jaw transforms into a toilet
I
bowl.
could imagine that. Yeah.
It just turns into a toilet, and the caption's like Ariana Grande or something, like some shit about. It's like Ariana Grande, I have to shit so bad, and then like me, and then like Quagmire transforming into a toilet. some
that's
shit
really
like that. But like for some reason they play that song in like a bunch of memes that have that shit in it, which is so funny.
Great combo. That's legendary.
Really good.
Also, just to fuck it up one last time, I just kicked the camera. So look for the
Hell
minute.
yes.
For that jagged.
Look for the last
fucking
2 minutes
shake at
where
the end.
everything's out of focus and
Yeah, we've been giving Jackson a lot of shit for knocking all of our videos out of focus,
There's
but
literally.
we do still love Jackson.
We
so
love
be sure
Jackson.
to comment below, give him some love.
He in the last video, he has all this room over here on the side, and I'm like, Jackson, what's good with that? He's like, rule of thirds? Question mark.
Yeah,
it
so
was
good.
intentional, dude. I was setting up the rule of thirds.
My man is fucking
You
Wes
artsy
Anderson.
motherfucker. Yeah,
I was paying
Jesus
attention
Christ.
in class, man. I know
He's
this
taking
shit.
a fucking art house film,
Oh my god,
art house podcast.
so fucking funny.
Listen, when we blow up, it's gonna be because our framing is on point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you think so?
rule of thirds.
All right, man. We're almost drained on our
We're
battery here.
Yeah,
Thanks for tuning in,
We're at
man.
56 minutes, which is the end of our wits.
Yeah, I'm fucking out of
Big
juice.
We're-
pod, number 75.
Yeah.
Dude, we didn't talk about Hong Kong or China at all.
I don't even
Oh, no.
understand what the Hong Kong shit is. I'm stupid.
Well, I
Yeah, I'm
wanted
too
to.
stupid
I just
for that,
wanted to more talk about
frankly.
my conspiracy theory that all the Reddit support is fabricated.
Yeah, of course.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously, a lot of people, including myself, are on the side of the Hong Kong people.
The protesters.
Yeah,
The
but
Kongers.
I think there's some serious manipulation going on Reddit because there's too many, like, on every subreddit, even like completely random ones are just pro Hong Kong, like,
Oh,
uploaded
I'm
to the
sure.
top.
Yeah.
It's like net neutrality all over again.
Mm-hmm. That
So
doesn't surprise me.
it's just like it's not just the Chinese government that does the propaganda, like it's both sides. Like that's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
But we stand with Hong Kong, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, shout out the protesters.
Blah,
They've been
peace.
going at it for a minute. All right, peace out. Episode 75. Peace.